What's up guys, today's video is on the top 10 best video cameras, 2022. Through extensive research and testing I've put together a list of options that'll meet the needs of different types of buyers. So whether it's price, performance or its particular use, we've got you covered. For more information on the products, I've included links in the description box down below which are updated for the best prices. Like the video, comment and don't forget to subscribe. Now let's get started. 10th place. Nikon Z6 II. This is the second edition of Nikon's full-frame mirrorless model, and the manufacturer has smoothed out some of the quirks in the first model while also making minor improvements in critical areas. We discovered that the end result is a flexible camera that excels at both stills and video. However, consumers should be aware that video performance is nearly equal to the original Z6, which you should be able to pick up for a lot less. The Z6 II's handling and build quality are excellent, making it a pleasure to use. However, videographers may be disappointed that the screen just tilts rather from being completely articulated. The camera body is very lightweight for its specifications, yet sturdy and waterproof, making it an excellent choice for anybody planning extended outside shots. Following a software upgrade, 4K video may be recorded at up to 60 frames per second, while Full HD video can be captured at up to 120 frames per second for slow motion playback. 10-bit HLG footage may also be recorded, but only externally. Keep this in mind if you wish to record at the highest quality. 9th place. Canon EOS R5. Canon's mirrorless camera for prosumers is quite powerful. We believe the EOS 5 South African Rand is the greatest camera stills Canon has ever created, thanks to its 45MP full-frame sensor, super sticky AF, strong IBIS, long battery life, and ability to shoot continuously at 20 fps. An unequivocal suggestion for video shooters is more difficult. To begin, while the R5 has many high-end video modes, 8K All-I or RAW, 4K at 120 fps, 10-bit 4K HEVC, they require a costly CF Express card. We also discovered that the more intense video settings cause the camera to overheat, limiting recording duration and necessitating a lengthy cool-down period before you can record again. If you can work within these constraints, the R5's video quality is excellent, pin-sharp with plenty of color grading options. If the price is a deterrent, try the Canon EOS R6, which has a 20.6MP sensor and is limited to 4K video but costs much less. 8th place, Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera 6K Pro. Although it won't fit in your pocket, Blackmagic Design's Pocket Cinema Camera 6K Pro packs serious filmmaking capability into a compact, lightweight, and reasonably priced package. In our evaluation, we discovered that you shouldn't anticipate the opulent quality of life features of a high-end mirrorless model. There's no IBIS, the focusing moves like treacle, forget about tracking AF, and stills capabilities are virtually non-existent. A viewfinder is an optional extra. That's because everything has been pared down in favor of pro-quality performance, and the camera is geared at those who produce films and have the appropriate equipment or know how to take stable pictures and pull focus properly. We discovered that the image quality is superb, 12-bit RAW or ProRes footage can be recorded, that the popular Canon F lens mount is supported, that there are 3 built-in ND filters to aid filming in difficult lighting conditions, and that high-quality audio recording is simple thanks to the mini XLR inputs. 7th place. Nikon Z9. Nikon's new full-frame flagship is a game-changer. It's the first professional camera to come without a mechanical shutter. While the Z9's big, sturdy DSLR appearance felt comfortable, our tests showed that it is a very contemporary machine. The Z9, one of just a few cameras capable of recording 8K/30p footage, also provides filmmakers with a candy shop of options. Aside with 4K slow-mo at 120 fps, it offers crisp oversampled 4K footage, as well as long 125-minute recording durations and dependable IEF tracking. The image quality from the 45.7MP stacked CMOS sensor was excellent, with ample cropping capability helped by excellent image stabilization. And it's only going to get better. A software update later this year will enable a slew of new recording capabilities, including the ability to capture raw 8K/60p video internally, a first for any mirrorless camera. Its capabilities may be overkill for some, but with fast speed, a two-way tilting touchscreen, and video upgrades on the way, the Z9 is a genuinely amazing, reasonably priced tool for professional filmmakers. 6th place. Panasonic Lumix S1H. The S1H is a very capable full-frame model suited for demanding artists and is the smallest, cheapest camera certified by Netflix for their original films. While it cannot compete with the Sony a7S III in terms of frame rate, it can record in 6K resolution at 24 fps, as well as 4K at up to 60 fps, giving it the advantage in terms of detail. The S1H has 14 stops of dynamic range in Panasonic's V-Log or V-Gamut image profiles, and its all-eye mode has an astounding 400 megabits per second bitrate. In our testing, we discovered that the dual native ISO and huge sensor size made low-light photography a snap. However, the Sony a7S III still has the upper hand. There's excellent in-body image stabilization to aid with handheld shooting, but keep in mind that the S1H is bigger and heavier than many of its competitors, so lengthy handheld sessions aren't recommended. Autofocus is a mixed bag. In bright light, the depth from defocus, DFD, mechanism works well, but in low light, it feels a touch sluggish. Even with its slight flaws, the S1H is capable of produce amazingly crisp and detail-rich footage. 5th place. Panasonic Lumix S5. The Lumix S5, Panasonic's smallest and lightest full-frame camera, resembles a Micro Four Thirds model rather than the bulky Lumix S1, with which it shares a sensor. We discovered that the mobility makes it an excellent choice for run-and-gun filmmaking, assuming you use smaller, lighter L lenses, and the 5-axis IBIS comes in useful here as well. Video users may choose from a wide selection of resolutions and frame rates, including 4K 10-bit internal recording with V-Log, with its 14 stops of dynamic range. We enjoyed the fully articulated screen and the ability to shoot uncropped 4K at 30 fps throughout our time with it. The HDMI output is of the tiny sort, and the DFD focusing arrangement isn't the fastest, but neither is a deal breaker. Fourth place, Fujifilm X-H2S. The Fujifilm X-H2S is one of the most capable hybrid cameras available. It's pricey for an APS-C camera and doesn't have the nostalgic appeal of current Fuji models. However, it provides pro-quality video performance without the full-frame bulk. By combining a stacked CMOS sensor with Fuji's X Processor 5, you can record 6.2K/30p video internally with 4:2:2 10-bit color depth. Explore the infinite menus and you'll discover a plethora of profiles for color grading in post, while utilizing a CF Express card opens 3 Apple ProRes codecs. We were able to shoot in 4K for more than 2 hours before the battery died due to no recording constraints. While the 1.29x cut on 4K/120p footage disappointed us, the video quality was generally clear and sharp. And, while the focusing isn't world-beating, the subject tracking is. Other familiar features, like as in-body image stabilization and an articulating touchscreen, only serve to sweeten the bargain. The Fujifilm X-H2S is a tremendously powerful but objectively overkill camera for filmmakers. No other APS-C camera can match its skill set if you want an incredible video camera with exceptional stills capabilities. Third place. Sony a7S III. The Sony a7S III's back-illuminated full-frame sensor offers best-in-class 4K video in low-light circumstances, making it the most video-focused of Sony's A-series cameras. With a dynamic range of 15 stops and an ISO range of 40 to 409,600, not to mention an effective in-body image stabilization technology, we noticed in our evaluation that it's capable of capturing beautiful-looking movies in settings that would frustrate most of its competitors. The sensor's relatively low resolution of 12.1 MP precludes 6K and 8K recording, and limits detail for still shooting, but the powerful Bion's XR processor allows 4K footage to be recorded at up to 120 fps for smooth slow-motion playback. Full HD footage can be recorded at up to 240 fps for smooth slow-motion playback. Full-size HDMI output, class-leading autofocus, compatibility for numerous image profiles, including the popular S-Log, and the ability to record extended movies, 30 minutes or more, without overheating are all indications of a professional video camera. In terms of usefulness and quality of life, we believe the A7S III outperforms its predecessors. The touchscreen is now completely flexible and able to flip, the battery life has been increased to capture over 75 minutes of 4K film on a single charge, and the user interface has been streamlined to be much more straightforward. Second place. Panasonic GH5 Mark II. The original Panasonic GH5 was probably the first mirrorless camera to perform well in both 4K video and still shooting, but its sequel arrives at a time when many competing models share that feature, and doesn't provide much of an update. The Mark II distinguishes out for its built-in wireless live streaming features, which aren't found on any other mirrorless camera at the time of writing, but its overall video capabilities remain strong. 10-bit 4:2:2 footage may be recorded internally or externally. A broad range of frame rates and anamorphic video formats are available, and Panasonic's flat V-Log profile provides 12 stops of dynamic range for post-production. All of this is made even more amazing by the GH5 Mark II's tiny, lightweight, and waterproof design, which boasts efficient IBIS. Its sensor is tiny, which limits its low light capabilities, but our testing proved that it is a powerful video camera. If you don't have the budget, or possibly the necessity, for the GH6, consider it. First place. Panasonic Lumix GH6. Panasonic's GH6 reintroduces the Micro Four Thirds format to filmmakers and amateur videographers. The GH6 offers an extraordinary degree of creative possibilities, with a wide selection of color profiles, resolutions, frame rates, and 10-bit video modes, especially because there are no recording constraints, even when filming in 5.7K at 60 fps. Although full-frame sensors perform better in low light, the Panasonic GH6's more compact Micro Four Thirds arrangement lets it to be smaller, lighter, and less expensive than its larger brothers. The smaller sensor can also be more efficiently stabilized. We admired the GH6's intelligent design, excellent handling, and tough magnesium alloy frame, all of which point to it being an appealing option for videographers. It costs more than previous Lumix G cameras, most notably the GH5 II. It also falls behind competitors in autofocus speed. If you want the fastest, most accurate AF system, another brand may be a better fit. But, if video is your thing, the Panasonic GH6 is a beast in remarkably portable housing. Thank you for watching, and until next time, I hope to see you all in the next video. See you later, guys.